Good morning, I'm Lawrence from Chillies Permaculture farm, and I am in my Strawbell Greenhouse which we've been building over the last few years. It stays much warmer in here because of the insulated straw bales, and it's a really nice place to work on a cold day. I've got a little heater, so if it's very cold I can keep myself and the plants warm. One day we're going to make this into a tropical paradise with an indoor shower, but right now we're using it for overwintering chilies, starting trees early and starting vegetable seeds early. Today we're going to talk about, and I'm going to show you me planting my summer vegetable seeds, and these are varieties of seeds or vegetables that I like to start early. Probably most people who are on it would have started a couple of weeks ago, but I'm running a bit late. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to plant early, how I get the soil, how I plant it, and then hopefully if you haven't done yours already you can get into your greenhouse or wherever you have and get your seeds in. What I start early are chilies. So these are chilies, my own chilies I've grown or from friends. I like to harvest them, this is from this year. I like to harvest them and dry them whole and get the seeds out when I want to plant them. I've got eggplants that I've saved the seeds from. I've got eggplants, zucchini and cucumber from Sementes Vivas, organic seed supplier in Portugal. I've got loofah from a friend. So what I'm going to do first is get the potting mix. For these early planting seeds I like to use a bigger seed tray, normal ones that we use for trees. This is so that as they're going to take longer to grow, I don't have to transplant them so soon and it will take less space in my greenhouse. I'm going to go and get a potting mix of compost from my chicken run where they make our compost for us in our chicken compost system, and mix that with some native soil, about 50-50, and then I'm going to add worm castings from our worm farms because that is full of life and worm eggs, so by the time we transplant these they'll have worms in already. Fill the seed tray 3/4 of the way with that nice potting mix and push it all down, get it nice and wet, and then I'll fill the rest with the sterile germination potting mix that I buy. At the moment I haven't started making my own. I did in the last few years just use my own compost, but what happens is you tend to get a lot of weeds because of the native soil, and to reduce the work in weeding I'm going to this year use the sterile potting mix, which you can buy pretty cheaply at any shop. I use labels like these labels. These are labels I try to use every year. I use both sides, so one side is for the summer vegetable and one side is for the winter vegetable. This is winter flower. Then I put the seeds in and then I cover them with the sterile germination potting mix. After a few weeks these will get transplanted into bigger pots, and then they'll get planted into bigger pots again, and then they go out to the garden. Normally I also distribute seeds later on in spring and directly plant any seeds I have left into the garden, as I now want to use up all the seeds I have and harvest new seeds for next year. I'll do another video of the perennial vegetables that I also plant early. I'll be planting rhubarb, asparagus, cardoon and artichoke this week, so I'll do another video on that, so please subscribe at the bottom left of the screen, and I will also give you an update when these are being repotted. So please subscribe, and if you've got any questions or comments please put them below.